Hi, it's Jennifer, and I am back after quite a long 2-3 week hiatus. Um, I'm here for kind of an update on what I've been doing and why I've been gone so long, and a Friday Reads video, and what I've been reading in a tiny little haul. Um, so, the past few weeks, at the end of June, I went up to Duluth up north in Minnesota for a medical conference, and it was fun, but it was tiring too because you're there. While you're there, you're in the conference from basically 7:30 in the morning until 5:30 p.m. But I brought my daughter with. She's 18, and we had lunch together every day, and it was really fun. We found some cool restaurants to eat at. Um, and she's not easy to feed because she is vegan. And so when we were at the hotel, I just would Google, places where we could find good vegan food, and found some really good restaurants in Duluth. So we had a good time while we were up there. When I came back, that was we left on Tuesday in the evening after I was done with work. And the conference was Wednesday and Thursday, and then Thursday night drove back here. It's about just over a 2 hour drive from where I live. And I went to work the next day, Friday, and then found out I was going to be working the whole weekend, which was not fun. So I worked Saturday, Sunday, Monday, wound up working the whole week until the weekend, which was the weekend before the 4th. And that weekend, I was incredibly lazy. I did not do anything. I didn't leave the house. I would get up and shower and put new pajamas on, and I was a complete slug. I'm trying to think. I did read a little bit, mostly in the evening before bed, but I really didn't get anything accomplished. I was complete reading slump during that time. And then Tuesday was the 4th. We went out and had a good time, and then I started getting back into reading again. And now today, Friday, I was off today because I am working the whole weekend again. I am a nurse. I am in administration at a facility, and when we get short-staffed, I wind up working the floor as a nurse. And we've been short-staffed a lot lately, so I've been working weekends when I normally am off, and yeah, it's been kind of stressful, but just the past week I've been getting back into reading again. So thought I would share with you what I have read during these past few weeks. And the month of June was terrible. I read 3 total books, and one of them, maybe it was 4, but 3, one being a graphic novel. So it was really bad. But anyway, so while we were up in Duluth, I did read and finish Brain on Fire by Susanna Callahan. I think it's Callahan. Anyway, this was a really good book. I give it 4 stars. Not to give away spoilers, but this is a true story. This woman is 24 years old. She's working as a journalist, getting along great in life, and then starts having these really strange symptoms, some which could seem like a mental illness, some which kind of seem more medically based, like seizures and such. And lucky for her, she had a great family and a great doctor who she was working with, but it was very interesting for me. The second half of the book is very technical, gets into a lot of the technicalities of her illness and the medical side of it. So if you don't know a lot about the medical side of things, it could get kind of tedious, but I really enjoyed it. So 4 stars on that one. And then I finally finished Fates and Furies by Lauren Groff. I gave this 3 stars, possibly 2.5 probably. During the first half, it was not keeping my interest at all. I was ready to stop reading this, but I kind of forced my way through it. It was a National Book Award finalist, I don't know. But the second half, it was from a different point of view, and that part I really enjoyed. But the first half was just not good. And I posted it on Goodreads, and my brother answered and said that he DNF'd it after 30 pages. So I did manage to finish it. I will be unhauling this because I'm not going to read it again. And then the third book, actually, I just finished this one today. It is called You Will Know Me by Megan Abbott. This was a book of the month pick that I picked from, it doesn't say. I don't know when I picked this from. Anyway, December 2016. So haven't had this, well, half a year. But I thought it was going to be all about gymnastics because in the synopsis it talks about this gymnastics prodigy. But it's about a lot more. It's about family, it's about trust and who you can trust and who you can't trust, sacrifice. There's a mystery thrown in. So I gave it 3 stars. I really liked it. It wasn't what I expected, but not quite enough to be 4-star read, but I read it really quickly too. I read it in like 3 days. So that's another one I finished recently. And then on to my mini book haul. I'm just going to move this back a little bit. There we go. Me and my daughter today, since I was off, we decided to go head down to the Goodwill and see what we could dig up. And I picked up 2 books. The first one is Stargirl by Jerry Spinelli. Young adult or maybe even middle grade. But I've heard good things about this, so thought I would grab it for 49 cents. Can't beat that. And then I also got Stephen King novel, The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon by Stephen King. I think I did read this before, but I do not remember. So get to that one soon. And then the third book that I recently got, my brother mailed to me. He lives out in Portland, Oregon, and he works for Powell's Bookstore, which is an amazing independent bookstore. It is huge. I'm not sure if he got this at the bookstore, but he did leave a little post-it note in it for me. Anyway, the book is called The Girls by Emma Cline. I've heard good things about this, and it is signed. Wow. Yeah, it's signed by the author. I didn't realize that. It is an ARC. And my brother left me a little post-it note on the inside. I thought this looked like something you'd like. So, get to that one of these days. Now, on to what I'm currently reading. Too many things, because I have discovered through BookTube, I see all these people who read multiple things at a time, and I just can't do it. I get focused in on one thing, and I cannot focus on so many different things at once when I'm reading, because then they all start becoming intertwined. Anyway, so what I'm currently reading, I'm about 2/3 of the way done of A Game of Thrones. This is on Audible, but this is not the one I'm focusing on right now. But to come soon, because I really am enjoying this book. And then The Dead House by Dawn, I don't know what her last name is, I can't pronounce it, I'm sorry. But yeah, it doesn't have the dust jacket on, but I'm working on that. I was actually reading some of that today, but because I was focused on these other books I just finished, I kind of lost my way in this book. I remember the basic premise, but this is the one I'm going to start tonight. I got it from the library. I've been on the waiting list for quite some time. I am going to start and finish The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas. This will be my latest focus. I've heard great things about this. They say everybody has to read it, so it's very pertinent to what's going on in society right now. So I am going to read this one right now, and then I'll move on to The Dead House and Game of Thrones, and see how all that goes. But yeah, I really have decided I just need to read one book and focus on that before I move on or try to read multiple different things. One other thing I just wanted to share that I'm kind of reading right now is it's a magazine, and it is called Bookmarks. I'm going to cover my dad's address here. This is a magazine. It says, for everyone who hasn't read everything. And it is full of book reviews. There are some now in, like they have a section that's now in paperback. Have you books that have been out for a while, that just, it says, have you read this yet? There's new books guide in here, covers every genre, some nonfiction to fiction to sci-fi to young adult. And they always, in the front, they talk about, these books are about different books that have won awards recently. And in the beginning of each magazine, they talk about, they highlight a book club. So yeah, it's a really interesting magazine. And here's, the beginning has novels that are coming out soon. But yeah, it's a great magazine if you're a book lover. My dad is subscribed, so I am not, because he just borrows them to me once he's finished reading them. And we keep them. I give them back when I'm done with them, but gives me, like, I don't need any more ideas for books to buy. But anyway, that's what I have right now, and I'm gonna really work hard on trying to at least get one video up a week. It's really hard the way work has been lately, having to work weekends and during the week, but I am going to do my best. I'm hoping to do another shelf tour pretty quick. I will make sure I get that done maybe tomorrow, maybe before I go to work I can get that done. But thank you for putting up with me in my absence, but it's great to be back, and I hope everyone's having a great summer and had a great 4th of July and got to spend some time with your families. But anyway, let me know down below what you're reading, what's good, what's not so good. I always enjoy hearing what other people are reading, so thank you. Bye.